Hey,
What?
wearing a camera on your head?
Yeah.
Why?
I told you, the fucking... No, I told you.
No, you didn't. You didn't tell me about wearing a camera on your head.
Fuck, did I not?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, I really thought I did. Do you want me to tell you now?
Yeah.
So, it's a experimental film, and I'm gonna record every second of my life for a year with this, and then edit that down into like a 90-minute film. It's hard to explain it without sounding pretentious, but I think it'll be hopefully interesting and good.
Yeah. So you're really gonna record everything?
Yeah.
Like every conversation?
Yes.
Even if it's super personal?
Well, I mean, you know, I don't want to sound. I guess it just is. But I mean, the really personal stuff is the really interesting stuff.
Yeah, I guess it is.
You're not comfortable, are you?
No, of course I'm not comfortable.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but I'm not gonna stop.
I'll never capitulate. Are you listening? Are you listening? I'll never give in! I'll never give in! Never give in! Give in! I know that the wind must...
So what you think? It was whatever. Are you not gonna spend the night, or?
I don't really want to be recorded while I'm sleeping.
I know I don't wear it when I sleep. It's only.
I'll have to wear it.
Well, what is it? Do you not want to be filmed sleeping, or do you have to wake up early?
I don't want to stay tonight.
Are you mad at me? If you're mad at me, I think we should talk. I don't think you should just leave.
I don't really have anything to say. We'll talk later then.
Why can't we talk now?
Because I have to wake up early.
Well, safe home.
What's next? Asking the questions we've all asked ourselves. Oh, you know, I'm dramatic. Oh, your eyes, this is real to me. Ooh, feels hot, something. Hey.
Hey, are you busy right now?
Oh, no, just driving. What's going on?
Well, I just want to say I think you're a really nice guy.
Oh, fuck. Really? Oh, God. Over the phone?
It's just what...
Over the fucking phone. It's because of the film, isn't it? Like, oh my
No.
God. Well, it's not because of the film. You're gonna end fucking things over the phone and not, you know, face to face like a kind person, because, not because you don't want to be filmed, but because this is better for... Sure, I believe you. I mean, what the fuck do you want me to say here? This is...
I'm gonna hang up.
Well, don't hang up. Okay, fuck, I mean... Can we talk? I mean, fuck.
What's the deal? What did I do?
The camera didn't help, but that's not why I'm ending things.
All right. What then?
I don't know if it's a good idea to talk
Well,
about it.
no, I think it is a good idea. I think we should talk about it,
I mean,
actually.
we could still be friends.
I mean, can you just tell me what I did? Because it's clearly something I did. Like,
God, I don't know you. You don't tell me anything. You only talk about whatever stupid thing you're obsessed with this week, and sometimes I feel like you don't even listen to me when I'm talking, and you're just waiting for your turn to share some funny story that's barely related. And it's exhausting, and I can't deal with it anymore. I'm sorry. I didn't want to say all that, but yeah. Are you still there?
yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Well, yeah. Anyway, I gotta go.
What, you got a busy day?
Yeah. Busy day. Bye.
Get directions to Total Wine.
One option I found is Total Wine and More on North Glendale Avenue in Glendale, a little more than 2 miles to your north, and it gets 60% positive ratings. Is that the one you want?
Yeah, that's the one I want. Yeah.
Getting directions to Total Wine and More.
What the fuck? That's not. How is that street legal?
Hey man, got the.
Thanks.
No, that's tough, man. I kissed my English teacher once.
Fuck off.
I'm not kidding. It was post high school though. She went to college with the man my cousin was marrying, so she was there, and all of her college friends were there with fucking babies and shit, and you know boyfriends and fiancés and like husbands, and she's there. She doesn't even have a +1. And I'm like this hot piece of ass fresh out of graduation, you know. You laugh, but like I was looking good. I was playing basketball.
No, I'm not saying you
shit,
didn't look
know?
good, but it's just funny that like, because I'm not a teacher, but I think all my students are always off limit, no matter how old they get.
Yeah. But she made a special exception. But she like admitted her mistake immediately. She like shoved me off and was like, "No, Jackson, you know." So I was like, okay, all right, if you want to change your mind, like, let's do it now before the video gets involved. You get arrested and shit. Damn, what's this guy doing? And of course you exaggerate it though when you tell
No, you're telling the
friends,
story,
and
and you're
you
like,
say, I got
dude, no
feels
way,
ski,
yeah,
and
like.
that it was
And then she
consensual
winked at
and
me
all that
before
stuff.
she walked away and all this shit, yeah.
Yeah, you know. filming?
Everything.
That's cool.
You know, I do a lot of filming myself. Make tennis videos. You've probably seen them. They're getting a lot of views right now.
Sure.
No, I was thinking because what you're wearing would probably be cool for my videos too. I guess I was just wondering where you got it.
The camera itself was my dad's,
Nice.
and the strap for it was just online.
That's cool. How's it working for you? What's the review?
It's working as advertised.
Let me see that. Expensive? How much was that?
No, it was just like $20 roughly.
Gotcha. Thrifty. I like that, man. So,
So it's just a squirrel or something up there. Sorry.
are you filming that too?
Yeah.
You're just like always rolling.
Yeah, it's like an experimental film. Just always have a camera rolling.
Experiment. All right, man. This is fucking crazy. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sheesh. You play tennis at all?
Little.
Well, that's not a no. I don't know if you want to play tennis with me sometime. I'm new to the city. I don't know a lot of people yet. You seem super chill, and I figured we could, I don't know, hit around.
I seem chill.
You're super chill, man. Seriously. Say yes. Let's do it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Cool. Let me get your number. Here. Here. Put that. Well, also, what's your name?
It's Brian.
Oh, yeah, you can call me Jay.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
No, I just saw the flyer and I just wanted to know what the deal with everything.
Please do not call this number unless you see one.
Fuck.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Good. You know, getting a lot better, dude. Doing this for a while now, right?
No, I think so too, actually.
Yo, you have any plans for this weekend, Saturday?
None yet.
Sweet. We got plans now. Having a house party at my place. Just come by.
Sure. I mean, people there are gonna be cool with the camera.
Camera, yeah, for sure, dude. They're all like artsy, places in Venice, for sure.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah.
Can I bring a friend?
Yeah, okay. Come on, I'll send you over like my address and all that good stuff.
All right.
Bring a drink.
I'll bring some drinks. Yeah. Looking forward to that, actually. Yeah. I didn't need to say actually. Your serve.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
So what's this guy like?
He's nice, you know. Happy guy, like
He's good. Being happy.
positive is, I'd say, like very almost exclusively.
Oh.
Everything's fun and exciting, which is cool, but like it's a little. You wouldn't open up to the guy like.
I mean, you don't open up to me ever. Really.
Guess that's true. I know you drove a Jeep.
I didn't notice it.
Hey!
Yo, glad you made it, dude.
Thanks for having me. This is my friend Jackson.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, welcome in. Seriously. Yeah, make yourself at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have fun. Show up.
All right.
I'm gonna go grab some beers.
You brought beer.
Yeah, but these are free.
You have a hole in your pants.
I'm sorry?
You have a massive hole in the crotch of your pants.
So I do.
You know, most people would have mentioned the camera on my head first. So.
Well, I figured you knew you had a camera on your head, but I didn't think you knew about the hole in the crotch.
Yeah, that's smart. I could see that.
Thank you. I needed you to tell me that it's smart.
So how do you know Jay?
I don't. My roommate's trying to fuck him, so she wanted me here for support.
So that's your roommate?
No, which I guess means she's not succeeding.
No, I guess not.
Yeah.
So what's your name? What's yeah?
But I mean, I don't know if I want to tell you my name. I don't know your name. You don't need to know my name. It's
Well, I'm Brian.
it's your basic name.
What? Sorry?
Well, I mean, just Brian. There's not much to it.
I mean, now you fucking gotta tell me your name.
Chloe. And that's my roommate. I should go help her.
Yeah. Hey, would it be possible to get your number?
No. But I had to think about it.
I was just leaving, actually.
Oh, no, seriously?
Yeah, feeling a little tired.
Oh, alright, I'm gonna stick around a little longer. Just get home safe, right?
Will do.
Oh, you heading out?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Well, hey, yeah, thanks for coming by, man. Seriously.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, sorry, did I wake you up?
A little. It's fine.
Oh, sorry. What's the time difference? Do you want to go back to sleep at
No,
11?
no. You're totally good. I sleep too late anyway. What's up?
So, I wanted to ask you a favor. I've been talking with this agency in LA for the past 2 weeks, and they wanted me to come out for an interview. So I wanted to ask if there's any chance I could stay with you in your place for a few days, just so I can do the interview.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's no problem at all.
Yay!
So if you get the job, you'd be coming out here, like moving out here.
I don't know. I mean, if I get the job, then sure, but we'll see when I get there. For now, I just need like 3-4 days.
Okay. So when would you be coming out?
I think in a few weeks. I'm not sure yet about the days. They didn't tell me yet, but I just wanted to call you first to make sure that I don't need to book a hotel or anything.
No. No need to book a hotel. It'll be good to see you. It'll be really good to see you.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while, isn't it?
Yeah, like over a year.
Wait, what?
Yeah, or something like close to that at least.
Oh shit. Well then, yeah. It would be really good to see you again.
Make it sound like it wouldn't be good if we'd seen each other recently. Thanks.
Anyways, I need to get going, but I'll let you know the date soon, okay?
Okay, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Sorry. Oh my god.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I just need to drink some water. Yeah, fucking great. Okay. Anyway, yeah, thank you. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, see ya.
See ya.
Bye.
So when she shows up, you offer her your bed. No, you insist on giving her your bed. And she'll be like, oh no, like how could I put you out? But you make it happen, all right? And then that night, you come in with air mattress, all right? You blow that thing up, look super uncomfortable.
Look at these
start
bubbles.
sitting down. Yeah, I know.
Anyway, you were saying.
So you lay in the
yeah.
bed, you toss and turn. Eventually she'll be like, oh, I feel so bad for putting you out. Like, come on, there's plenty of room in the bed. And you'll be like, no, I'm fine. But then, you know, eventually you're in bed with her. And then you're in bed with her. Oh, it must be her.
Who?
Oh, it's the girl I've been seeing the last few days. Yeah, I guess I forgot to mention that.
Oh, no worries.
Hey, you. Come on in. Chloe, meet Brian.
Actually, it was
So nice to meet you.
likewise.
I'm gonna go squeeze the lemon. You two get to know each other. Not too well, though.
Wow. Look at you.
I
think you remember me, right?
I do. So why did you say nice to meet you instead
Why
of...
did you lie and pretend that we never met?
I don't think I lied. I just thought
It's because you were interested in me? No, it's 'cause you're still interested in me. It's tough. Your friend seeing the girl you're interested in. But you can't be mad at him. He didn't know.
I'm not mad at him.
Excited?
What?
Think something's gonna happen when he's in the bathroom?
No, what are you talking about?
I'm fucking with you.
Well, clearly.
Oh, relax. I could take it way further.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
Okay.
All right. Shall we continue with the movie?
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
You're so bad.
Brian, take a seat. Come on, move over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
You want me to pause it?
No, it's fine.
What?
Like this totally amazing.
What are you reading?
Brian, I think you should leave.
What?
Don't make this any harder than it has to
Make
be.
what harder?
Come on. You know what you did. Just get out of here, man.
No.
No.
No, what did she say I did? No, what did
Come
you...
on, dude. This is my house, dude. Just get the fuck out.
What did she say? You know me. No.
you.
No, you actually you don't fucking have to know me because it's on the fucking camera and you can check for yourself and you don't. You think this? He was in on it?
I said I would take it further, but come on.
Dude, you were so angry, man.
Of course I was angry. What did you say to him?
We met before, and I wanted to play a prank on you.
Yeah, wait. Where did you guys meet?
The same night we met, earlier in the evening.
That's cute.
He was flirting with me and asked my number, and I turned him down.
Oh! Almost Eskimo Bros.
Well, that's not actually okay. Yeah. No.
I mean, it worked out, dude. Like, imagine if you were with someone when Mia came here. That would be like a...
That's not important.
It's this girl Brian's
Okay.
always had a crush on, but never made him move on. She's visiting West and might be moving out here, so...
Oh, I'd love to meet her.
That's not a great idea.
Great idea! Dude, we could have like a double date! And we could get dinner, we could all eat at your house!
That'll be tricky. She's only here for a few days. I don't think.
Dude, you gotta make the time, man. This is where the switch happens, alright? It's double date. We'll be together. She'll figure that you guys are together. That's perfect.
Yeah, and I can put in a good word. No.
Girl talk.
Please don't.
Why? Do you not trust me or something?
I'm really looking forward to this.
Hey.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So good to see you. Let me take that.
Oh, thank you. Do you have your New York license plate?
I do. Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to change them when you move?
Oh yeah, you're definitely supposed to. Did you like? You didn't.
No, seriously though, they had no chemistry.
Oh no, I mean, I thought they did a little.
No, they didn't. I hated every moment of it.
I wasn't like the biggest fan, but I thought at least that part worked.
I don't even know why I have such hatred to La La Land. But I'm obsessed with hating them.
This is my place, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah, my bedroom's the first one there, and then obviously a living room and kitchen and dining table.
Blue moons are gay. Shut up. What you drinking? Come. Nice. Nice. Husband, I suppose?
No, me. Most of them are me, actually.
I don't want the cow.
That one I bought.
You bought it?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I know.
Ryan Fagan by an artist?
Yeah.
How much did you spend on this one?
Probably too much, actually. Can I get you a glass of water or anything?
Yes. Sure.
Ice, sir.
No. Hey, ice.
I'll take some.
Why are your roommates?
Both at work.
How are things going on with them?
Really, really bad.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Haven't talked to them all year.
What? How's it even possible?
Well, when I told them I was starting the project, they were very vocal about how they didn't want to be filmed. Not, blurred face, not distorted voice, just nothing, not in it at all. So we've been avoiding each other. You know, they work all day and then they just stay in their rooms all night, so we really don't see each other at all.
Wow. Oh. Seems like your fault, though. I mean, to ask not to be filmed 24/7, it's a pretty reasonable question to ask.
Yeah, I mean, you're cool with it though. I mean, it's not.
Well, yeah, but it's because I'm an art student. I feel obligated to do this shit, but I'm still not thrilled about it.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. No, I insist. Take it.
No. It's not that I don't want to put you out. It's kind of gross. I mean, when was the last time you cleaned your sheets? So not today.
I mean, they're not that bad.
That bad. Shit. I mean, what would your girlfriend think if another girl would sleep in your bed?
I don't have a girlfriend.
What?
Yeah, we broke. She broke up with me back in January.
Oh. I'm sorry for that.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
So I'm okay.
Are you sure? Because you
okay.
really,
Yeah,
you don't
I'm
have.
totally fine
Okay.
here,
Well, I mean.
I'm just gonna go brush my teeth and change to PJ because I'm pretty jet lagged.
All right. Yeah. I mean.
Wait, you can't honestly think that.
I'm serious.
This is so stupid. What? Is this the reason you're doing this?
It's not the reason, but I've thought about it.
Fuck. Brian, as a woman, I can guarantee you that won't work.
You can't guarantee it.
Oh, I can guarantee it. If I put money on it, I'll be a fucking billionaire.
Well, I just think you're wrong.
No one would want to have sex with you because of this movie. You think someone will watch that and say, oh, fuck, this guy have a camera on his head. I want him inside of me. Shit. If you really think a real woman would think that, then you're certified insane.
Okay. But, you know.
Please.
Don't fucking some girls like artsy guys? Don't they like, you know, the fucking creative soul, the fucking aura of someone over their looks?
Yeah, but that's different.
How is that different?
Well, first of all, most of them are old guys that attract young women that has daddy issues. So you're way too young for them.
All right.
Second, generally speaking, most of them are pretty wealthy, which cannot hurt. And third, their art is a little more sensitive, artsy. It's like it has a philosophy, spirituality. I don't know, you have no philosophy.
I have no philosophy?
Oh, I mean, I guess it's not strictly true, but look, Brian, I'm your friend. But you're dumb. You're not that bright.
What are you saying?
I mean, you know a lot of facts. You're really good for a trivia team, but you're kind of stupid. I mean, for God's sake, you made a fake poster of Blue Moon and put cum on it. And you thought it's so funny that you printed it and put it on the wall in your fucking living room. Most people think it's pretty off-putting, but you think it's so funny that it just goes... Just go right past it.
You know, I actually know it's off-putting, but I guess we just have a difference of philosophy.
Are they actually mad?
A little bit.
Come on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brian. love you. I'm sorry that I said you're dumb.
Okay.
Do you forgive me? I'm not letting go until I forgive me.
Okay.
I'm not letting go until I forgive me.
Oh, Mia,
I'm not letting go.
I forgive you.
Oh, wow. What? Gee, thank you. You shouldn't have.
All right, all right.
Hey.
Hey, how's the interview?
It was good. It's a little weird, but I think I handled it pretty well.
How was it weird? Did they ask you one of those like abstract thinking questions?
Those what?
You know, those like you get shrunk down to the size of an ant and you gotta escape a blender questions. Those kinds of questions. They didn't ask you those questions, did they?
No, they
Okay.
did not ask me those questions. Why would they ask me those questions?
I don't know. I see things online that's like the kind of questions fucking people are asking these days in interviews because they want to see you be like quick on your feet or something.
No one ever asked me that in the interview. Did someone ask you that?
Well, no, but I've been freelancing for a while, so I didn't know if that was like a new thing people were doing.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, of course, yeah, sorry.
When are they coming?
About an hour.
Oh, okay. Cool. Excited to see Jackson. After we spoke about him that much.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too.
How was his girlfriend?
I don't know if it's like his like official girlfriend yet. You know, they've only been seeing each other for a few weeks, but well, she's Would it be sexist if I said crazy?
Would it be sexist?
I don't know. Aren't you not supposed to call girls crazy or women crazy anymore? Isn't that like a thing because it's the men who made them crazy or something?
Well, I don't like her. Is she crazy?
Yeah, she's crazy.
Nice. What? Why are you smiling that way?
No, it's just funny, you know. It's like we're a married couple, you know, where I'm home cooking, you come home from work, and we're worried about entertaining the neighbor couple, you know. It's funny.
Oh man. Being married to Brian Fagan. Kill me now, right?
Fuck me.
Hey, come in.
Oh, sweet.
Mia, this is Chloe and Jackson, respectively.
Oh, very nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Same.
I've heard so much about you as well.
Oh. When?
So the table's set, as you can see. Does anyone want anything to drink?
Ah, yes, please.
All right. Anyone else?
No, I'm good.
I'm good as well.
Oh, thank you, Brian. And sorry for being late and all that.
That's all, you know. Oh, well. All right. Let me know how it is. It's a little bit of experimentation.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not the worst thing I made by any
It's
means.
not bad. It's not the worst thing you made.
Oh.
I love your outfit. So professional.
Thank you. Thank you. It should look professional. I had a job interview today.
Thought so.
So, have you been watching any of the games lately?
Sorry, I know we just met,
I'm sorry, what?
but that's kind of a weird thing to say. Is that so? Are you like asking me if I actually had an interview? Why would I lie about having an interview?
No, you're right. Sorry, it is weird. It's a bad habit of mine trying to get under people's skin. But you're right. I apologize.
Okay. I mean, I get it. I fuck with people sometimes too.
Did you say you could
Just
go to
confused
Vegas?
for a second.
No, credit to you though for calling me
No,
out.
yeah, I mean, yeah, next
Most
week
people are
it should be
so
all right,
polite.
actually.
They
I
like
think.
let me fuck with them for a really long
So
time.
would you be fine or
I
driving
can
out there?
see
What
why
would
you're so into her.
Funniest thing, the chair just broke. Can you? You know, I think. What a scenario.
Dude, I can stand.
No, it's fine. I got another chair somewhere. So the food's good, right?
I sometimes dress business casual.
Actually, when you're, can I have a drink too?
Yeah, no problem at all. You know, something about a chair falling out just gives you so much adrenaline.
No, I see a screw rolling away.
I don't want to catch that dude because you can put it back together.
Yeah, I think, you know, someone could put that back together for sure.
Dude, I bet Trevor knows how.
So the food's good?
I'm really sorry, man.
I'm sorry too. I just like being so push.
I don't believe you for a second.
Best of luck in there. We'll talk.
Yeah. Okay. Focus on the chair. Crazy manufacturing on these chairs. Did she say something before the chair broke? I have no idea. I didn't even hear her. You know, it just broke so randomly. Focus on the big energy when you come in. Big energy. Did you see the chair? Did you see the chair? I can't believe. Can't believe the manufacturing on these chairs. Am I right? Is it just a little bit?
Not cool, man.
I know.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I want to let you down easily, but you already know I don't feel the same. You know that.
I do know that. You're right.
You break the chair on purpose?
Honestly, I don't know. That's not. I don't know if I did that on purpose or not. I couldn't tell you.
I'm gonna move the air mattress tonight.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Will that help if we'll talk about it? Would it help at all?
You know what? I think we're good to just leave it here. I'll get over it. We'll still be friends, and you know, in a few months you could like make fun of me for all this. So. Well, good night. Just nature, fucking birds.
Both fans.
He doesn't like you.
The same fans in the past.
He told me that right now, by the way.
They fit perfectly.
He's got a cut on his chin.
You can feed him a peanut or something.
You okay with this?
I'm gonna back up then.
You're right. Think he eats M&M's?
Probably not.
I like almonds.
That's why we started going in on the dock. That's why we started putting everything on the other.
Not very flight worthy. I don't want to throw it hard so it hits.
No, yeah, of course. I think he just wants some rest, yeah.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, dude. How you doing?
Doing all right. Sorry I hadn't called in a while.
No worries. I'm in the same boat. Everything good?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Denver, where the local time is 3:46 p.m.
Hey.
Hey, I'm here. Quick question is, are you, can you see the sky?
Yeah?
Yeah. Alright. You're in the wrong spot.
It said east. This is not east?
No, you're east. The arrival is downstairs.
Fucking hell. Still have your New York plates.
I know. I'm a bit too lazy to get rid of them.
Yeah, same here.
Howdy.
How's it going?
It's going good. How's the flight?
It was all right. I sat in the middle seat between They sleeping? Oh no, there they go.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Poor little things. So like the full mom just flies and feeds them in that.
Yeah, fits right in there with them.
It's crazy.
Doing well. Welcome to my place.
Thank you again for...
Take off your shoes and come on in.
No worries. Hello. Who's this?
That's a little more sugar right there.
Nice. Is your girlfriend home?
She's away for the weekend.
So just the guys then?
Yeah, just us two.
Hell yeah. Let's fucking day drink and listen to the worst music ever made.
Why?
You bet it does. Because we can fucking listen to good music anytime. Fucking roll around in the mud for a bit.
Fine.
How do you get this off?
Come on, man.
Do you not take the base off?
No. Take this.
No, but I want the fucking coconut foam.
Alright, here.
Yeah, you fucking open.
Alright, you gotta.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You have any nutmeg?
Why?
Because it's the traditional garnish for the cocktail. Where's your spice cabinet?
It's the one right
This one?
behind you. I don't know if I have any though.
Fuck me. Ah, hot dog! Fucking such a stupid, like, small opening.
Actually, looks pretty good.
Thank you. Mm.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So, 8 months in, how's it going?
It's been a complete failure. like outside of like the fucking breakup and falling out with my roommates and like not wearing a hat and all the other fucking obvious shit that would make it not work. Like it's kind of failed at like capturing the way I'm fucking seeing things. Like when I watch back the footage, damn, let's see, what else do they have on this fucking album?
There's more.
Yeah, what else does Tiki have? There's so many songs on this album.
Play any of them.
All right, Basement Calypso.
What? Basic Calypso?
Perfect. Anyway, like when I fucking watch it back, like I watch back the fucking like important moments, the moments I like really fucking remember. There's a disconnect. It doesn't really feel like it's what I lived through, and there's technical reasons for that. I could like blame the camera. I could talk about it doesn't have low light sensors and it follows my head and not my eyes and shit like that. But I don't know. I think it's kind of like, all right, for example, like the camera cannot see how fucking much I'm smiling at Basement Calypso by Tiki and there's it's just tons of shit like that. Like a camera doesn't fucking know how like good this fucking painkiller tastes or how fucking horribly hot it gets in LA or any number of fucking other things. So like I almost feels like despite filming literally fucking everything, I feel like it's not representing me and it doesn't know me.
I mean, has anyone even seen anything you filmed yet?
No, I haven't shown anyone anything.
Maybe it's you just being self-conscious and not the camera.
Shut up. Yeah, you might be fucking right.
I know a thing or two.
Oh god.
Anyway, I mean, how are you even gonna end it? I'm curious.
How I'm gonna end the film?
Yeah.
Fuck. Killdozer.
Coming up on 5 years in October.
5 years, fuck me.
Yeah.
What's that like, seeing someone for 5 years?
It's nice. It's I mean, any relationship is always work, but it's comforting coming home to someone, knowing you can rely on them. But I love it. I don't know.
Do you keep secrets from her?
No. Well, I mean, it's a couple, like, embarrassing things, maybe. Not necessarily, like, I wouldn't say, like, important, but I don't know. I don't need to, like, tell her, like, something gross that happens.
How often do fucking gross things happen?
Not often. It's just the first thing that came to my mind.
What, like, did you shit yourself? Did you shit yourself and you're like, my girlfriend can't know?
I haven't, but if I did, she wouldn't know.
Oh, man. One way to end the movie. Just fucking like, credits. Just fucking.
Come go grab the GoPro.
Yeah, and you just like fish it out. Just get a shot of my body, like Nightcrawler, just like.
Just give it into the news.
Man falls to his death. Now, this is disturbing footage. He was wearing a GoPro while he was hiking.
It's me pushing you.
It's funny because like there's no cool noise you can make when that happens.
No.
It's like you slip off this. The only noise it's like it's got to be a fucking surprise. Like there's no It's oh god no, I'm gonna die.
I know she's home. Hello? Hello, can I speak to Darlene, please? She's out here right now. Yeah, but that woman's never in. I mean, can you just tell her that Freddie called? She'll do. One more thing. She doesn't want to talk to me. Why doesn't she just tell me herself? I mean, why she got to get a roommate to do it? Sorry, Freddie. This is Darlene. I mean to leave you hanging on a string like I did. I mean, if you're seeing another man, no other man, Freddie. It's just that I got my own home now. My own life. My own job. I'm a working woman. Yeah, just because a man loses his job doesn't mean I go dumping him on his ass. I can't talk any longer. I gotta go. Alright, babe. I guess I'll talk to you later then. At some point. Have a nice day. Do what you want to do. Suddenly, a woman leaves. Wrong. I don't want to keep it down. Machine relieved me. Sing along. How do you fucking not know this? This was fucking huge.
When was it huge?
Maybe it wasn't fucking huge. I've been listening to it since I was a kid, so I thought everyone fucking knew it, alright? Morning and I wear all blue. That's the color you wear.
Please keep it down.
Fine. You know, I don't feel like I can have a good time that often, so I apologize if I got carried away.
I'm sorry, man, but I mean, if that's it, that might be the problem. Well, I mean, I was talking to you with.
You were talking to your girlfriend about me, really?
Yeah, I was. We talked about her friends, and you know what? Said it might be good for you to see if that.
She would.
Like.
You're right. That was out of line. It's just the fucking therapy's bullshit.
How would you know?
Because I fucking tried it. Because I tried it in college when it was free. And I made an appointment and I saw a counselor. And the counselor, after hearing me say, you know, my various anxieties and insecurities and stresses, you know, waited for a pause and said, I feel a bit put off by you, actually. Mental health professional. Couldn't resist the urge to tell me I'm off-putting. So, yeah.
She sucks. But she's just one person.
Wrong. Again, because
No, yeah, it was a few weeks after that. I called the suicide hotline. I wasn't gonna do anything. I really wasn't gonna do anything. It was just 3 a.m. and I was listening, so I needed to call some fucking 24-hour, professionals. So I called the suicide hotline, and I was like, "This is what I'm stressed about." And the suicide hotline operator said, "Is this who you are? Do you just keep talking?" Suicide hotline operator. This person, literally fucking talks people down from the ledge every fucking day, but heard me talk about my stupid bullshit for 8 minutes. It was 8 minutes, by the way. I fucking saw it on my phone before I hung up the call and threw it into the cash and whatever other angry stuff I did. I was very angry when she said that, but yeah. Suicide hotline operator heard me talk about my problems, and she just needed to fucking tell me to shut up. Like once, shame on you, bad fucking licensed therapist, but twice, maybe it's me. Maybe the way I fucking talk about my problems is, in fact, off-putting and goes on too long. So, yeah, I'm not gonna fucking talk about my shit again. I'm not gonna go back to therapy, and I'm certainly not gonna fucking risk the, 2 fucking friends I have in LA by opening up to them if fucking therapists couldn't fucking tolerate it. So, yeah, therapy's bullshit.
I'm sorry, but I still think that maybe talking to a good therapist might help.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Look, okay, you're looking out for me. I know that. I respect you're looking out for me, but I fucking know what makes me happy, what makes me unhappy. I don't need to pay someone to tell me that. But hey, you're a good fucking friend. You're a good friend. You're being real with me, and I respect that. Male friends should be having these conversations. Let me tell you everybody why. Because in the 50s, it was pompadours. And in the 60s, it was peace. In the 70s, it was bell bottoms. I don't know why, but it was... In the 80s, Ronald Reagan, BMWs, sushi. Back home, we used that for fertilizer. But in the 90s, it's love. Love is the new fad. I love you, good guy. Sing along, Astro. Ya-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ya-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ya-da-da-da. Ya-da-da-da. Ya-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Suddenly, I have found myself.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you? I'm in the car with Aunt Donna and Aunt Linda. So don't say anything bad about them. Hi, Brian.
Hi, how's it going?
How are you?
Good.
Yeah, what's going on, babe? We just to give you an update, we just went out to Momo's and went week shopping with her. So.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That was what we did today. So she has her first treatment on Thursday. So she wants to be prepared in case she loses her hair.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
So, and it went okay. She seemed to be she's up and down with her emotions, but she seemed to be a little bit better once she got comfortable that she could find a wig that would look like her real hair and everything else. So.
Gotcha, yeah.
Yeah. So what's up with you?
Well, I visited Baker in Colorado this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was nice. How'd that go?
That was fun, just like 3 days, hiking and stuff, and now I have a layover in Vegas airport for a few.
Oh, you're on your way. So you booked your own flight and you booked yourself a layover? When I booked you a layover, you get mad at me?
Well, I booked on Cheapo Air. And this is it was like a 25-minute layover. Well, I'm here. Yeah, I'm waiting for the flight, so I'm just hanging out for now. Yeah, I'm looking at the sphere, the Vegas sphere.
Southwest?
No, Spirit.
Oh, Spirit.
Yeah.
And it was a good time, though?
Yeah. No. Yeah, it was good to get out of LA.
How's the car?
The under hood is it's been in better shape. I think there's so much old tape on it now that it doesn't really, it's kind of weighing it down with the amount of tape. But also, I don't know where I'd begin in taking that tape. It's sort of just expanded circularly as a problem.
Is it dragging?
No, I mean, I always tape it back up. It's never dragging, but there's just a lot of tape on it now. Yeah.
But it's running, okay.
Yeah, definitely running.
Alright, well, what time your flight take off?
Boards in 10 minutes.
I'll have a safe trip back and let me know when you get home.
I will.
And I'll speak to you in a day or so after. I'll let you know how long it's out on Thursday.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright? Alright, babe. I love you.
Love you too.
Talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
All right, talk to you.
Hello, do you see one?
Yeah, I see a few.
Fantastic. Can you please tell me what it's doing?
Yeah, it's walking on the dirt near a pond. Actually, the last time I called, I had a female operator. Is there a lot of people in your organization?
Mm-hmm. We have many operators, sir. Please keep describing what it's doing.
Well, it's walking toward the water now. It's still walking toward the water. Still walking. It's dipping its head in the water. It's not jumped in the water. There's some other actually in the water. I just looked to my left. There's some more here that are in the water, and they're swimming.
Excellent. Now, can you tell me why you think it's doing that?
I really can't say.
Well, I'm asking you to speculate, sir.
Well, I mean, cause it's hot out, the water's cold, and if you're a duck, you don't want to be hot, so you take a swim to make your life easier.
Before we continue, if it aids you in your description to call it a duck, I will allow you to do so. But I need to clarify, I will not use that designation myself or formally agree to its accuracy.
All right, fair enough. Do you want me to send you a video of it? I could do that
No,
if you...
thank you, sir. That would not help us at all.
Okay. Would you mind telling me what this is all about? Like what the point of the flyer I saw is and this number in general?
I'm afraid I can't tell you that, sir.
I mean, come on, like, I helped, okay? I saw one, I called, I told you it was swimming. I could tell you now it's seeming to try to pick something out of the edge of the pond. I don't know what. Can you really not give me any clue as to what this does for anyone?
No. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about?
Nah, it's still just swimming.
Very well. All right. Thank you very much for your call, sir. If you see any others, please feel free to call us back and tell us what it's up to.
Okay.
I'm looking at that house, that house that held us all. I have some pictures from the walls, but it's not enough. I can't go inside. Time took what was mine. So what else is on the line? And it's all going right past so fast, and I'm missing that old perspective. Those little eyes looking just ahead, a view that's no longer mine to see. But why should anything belong to me? This is when I knew that everything was changed. Time would always have its way. This was the last trip to his home, to the childhood I've known. Mistake for what I can't have back, and it's all going right past so fast, and I'm missing that old perspective. Those little eyes looking just ahead, a view that's no longer meant to see. But why should anything